Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Emma, and I am so happy you are here with us today. This is a friendly podcast for English learners. We always use simple words and short sentences so everyone can understand easily. Today, we have a very exciting and important topic. We are going to talk about goals. Specifically, we will talk about why most people never reach their goals. I think this topic is very useful for everyone. I am here with my great friend Alex. Hi, Alex. How are you feeling today?
Hi, Emma. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex, and I am feeling really good today. Thank you. I am very excited about this topic, too. Goals are something almost everyone has. We all want to lose weight, save money, learn a new skill, or build a better life. But sadly, many people set goals and never reach them. This happens again and again every year. Why does this happen? What stops people from achieving what they really want? Today, Emma and I will try to answer these questions in a simple and friendly way. I really hope this conversation is helpful for all of you. Let's go.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. What is a goal exactly? A goal is something you want to achieve in the future. For example, I want to speak English well, or I want to save $1,000, or I want to run 5 kilometers. Goals give us direction. They help us know where we are going in life. Without goals, it is easy to just move through each day without really growing or improving. Goals are very important. But here is the big question, Alex. If goals are so important and helpful, why do so many people fail to reach them? What do you think is the number one reason?
That is a great question, Emma. I think the number one reason most people never reach their goals is that their goals are too vague. A vague goal means it is not clear or specific enough. For example, saying, I want to get fit is a vague goal. What does fit mean exactly? How will you know when you are fit? A better goal is, I want to walk 30 minutes every day for 3 months. This goal is clear, specific, and measurable. You know exactly what to do and when you have done it. Vague goals are easy to ignore because you never really know if you are making progress or not.
That is such a good point about vague goals, Alex. Many people set goals like, I want to be happy, or I want to be successful. But these words mean different things to different people. They are not specific enough to act on. I also think another big reason people don't reach their goals is that they don't have a real plan. Having a goal without a plan is like wanting to travel to a new city without a map. You know where you want to go, but you don't know how to get there. A goal needs small steps. You need to break it down into daily or weekly actions that you can actually do.
The plan is so important, Emma. A goal without a plan is really just a wish. I want to talk about motivation now. Many people start working toward a goal with a lot of excitement and energy. They feel very motivated at the beginning. But after a few days or weeks, that motivation goes away. The excitement fades, and suddenly the goal feels hard and boring. This is very normal. But many people think that when motivation disappears, it means they should stop. This is a big mistake. Motivation comes and goes. You cannot wait for motivation to do the work.
That is such an important idea, Alex. Motivation is like a fire. It starts strong but needs fuel to keep burning. I think another big problem is that people set too many goals at the same time. At the start of a new year, for example, many people make a long list of goals. They want to exercise more, eat better, save money, read more books, learn a language, and many other things. This is too much. When we try to change everything at once, we usually change nothing. Our energy is spread too thin. It is much better to choose just 1 or 2 goals and focus on those completely until they become habits.
Yes, doing too many things at once is a recipe for failure, Emma. Focus is so important. I also think fear plays a very big role in why people don't reach their goals. Many people are afraid to fail. They think, what if I try and don't succeed? What will people think of me? This fear stops them from even starting. Other people start but stop too early because they are afraid of failing. But here is the truth. Failure is a normal and necessary part of reaching any goal. Every successful person has failed many times. Failure is not the end. It is just feedback that tells you what to change.
Fear of failure is so real and so common. I have felt this myself many times. I also want to talk about another fear, the fear of judgment. Many people don't share their goals with others because they are afraid people will laugh at them or think their goals are too big, so they keep their goals secret and work alone. But this can make it easier to quit. When nobody knows about your goal, there is no one to keep you accountable. Accountability means having someone who checks on your progress. Sharing your goal with a trusted person or a group can really help you stay on track and not give up.
Accountability is such a powerful tool, Emma. When someone else knows about your goal, you feel more responsibility to keep going. I want to talk about something called instant gratification now. This is a modern problem. We live in a world where we can get things very quickly. We can order food and have it in 30 minutes. We can watch any movie right now. We get everything fast. So when we set a goal that takes months or years to achieve, it feels very slow and frustrating. People want fast results. When results don't come quickly, they give up. Learning to be patient and trust the slow process is very important for reaching any big goal.
Instant gratification is such a big problem today, Alex. We are not used to waiting. I also think the people around us have a huge effect on whether we reach our goals. If your friends and family don't support your goals, it is much harder to keep going. Sometimes the people close to us even discourage us. They say things like, "That goal is too big," or "Be realistic." These words can really hurt our confidence. The people around you can either push you forward or pull you back. This is why it is so important to choose your social circle carefully and spend time with positive, supportive people.
The people around us really do shape our success, Emma. This is so true. I want to mention self-belief. This is one of the most important ingredients for reaching goals. If you don't believe you can achieve something, you probably won't even try hard enough. Many people have big dreams, but a quiet voice inside them that says, "You are not good enough, you can't do this." This negative self-talk is very damaging. We need to practice believing in ourselves. We need to remind ourselves of past successes, even small ones. Self-belief doesn't always come naturally. Sometimes we need to build it slowly and deliberately through small wins.
Building self-belief through small wins is such a smart idea, Alex. Every small success adds confidence for the next step. I want to talk about comfort zones now. Many people don't reach their goals because they are not willing to leave their comfort zone. A comfort zone is a place where everything feels safe and familiar. Goals, by definition, require us to do new things and face new challenges. This is uncomfortable, but growth happens outside the comfort zone, not inside it. If you always do the same things, you will always get the same results. To reach a new goal, you need to be willing to feel uncomfortable, at least for a while.
Leaving the comfort zone is never easy, but it is always necessary, Emma. I want to add something about consistency now. Many people think that reaching a goal requires one big heroic action, but actually it is the small, consistent daily actions that create real results. For example, reading just 10 pages a day doesn't feel like much, but after 1 year, you have read many books. Exercising for 20 minutes a day doesn't feel dramatic, but after 6 months, your body changes. Small, consistent actions done regularly over time are much more powerful than one big effort done once. Consistency is the real secret to reaching any goal.
Consistency truly is the secret, Alex. Small daily actions really do add up to big results over time. I also want to talk about the importance of tracking your progress. Many people set goals but never check how they are doing. They just hope things are going well. But tracking progress is very important. When you write down what you have done each day or each week, you can see how far you have come. This feels good and motivates you to keep going. It also helps you notice if you are off track, so you can correct your direction. You don't need anything fancy. A simple notebook or a free phone app is enough.
Tracking progress is such a practical tool, Emma. Seeing your own progress on paper is very motivating. I also want to talk about the role of habits. Many people think reaching goals is about willpower. They think they just need to want it badly enough. But actually, the most successful people rely on habits, not willpower. Willpower is like a battery. It runs out during the day. But a habit is automatic. You don't need to think about it or use energy. When you turn your goal-related actions into daily habits, you don't need to rely on feeling motivated or strong. The action just happens automatically, like brushing your teeth every morning.
Turning actions into habits is such a smart strategy, Alex. Willpower runs out, but habits keep going. I want to talk about something called the all or nothing mindset now. This is a very common problem. It means people think they need to be perfect or they have failed completely. For example, someone is trying to eat healthy. They eat one unhealthy snack and they think, I already ruined today, so I might as well eat badly for the rest of the day too. This all or nothing thinking destroys progress. One small mistake doesn't erase all your hard work. Progress is never perfect, and that is perfectly okay.
The all-or-nothing mindset is so destructive, Emma. I have fallen into this trap many times myself. Progress is not a straight line. It goes up and down, and that is completely normal. I also want to mention the importance of why. Successful people who reach their goals always have a very strong reason why they want to achieve it. Their why is bigger than the discomfort and the hard work. For example, I want to save money because I want my children to have a better life. This strong emotional reason keeps them going when things are difficult. If your why is not strong enough, the first obstacle will stop you completely.
The why is so important, Alex. A strong reason gives you power to keep going. I also think that unrealistic expectations cause many people to give up. They set a goal and expect results very quickly. For example, someone starts exercising and expects to look different after just 2 weeks. When results don't come as fast as expected, they feel disappointed and quit. Setting realistic timelines is very important. Big changes take time. Our bodies, habits, and skills don't change overnight. When you have realistic expectations, you are less likely to feel disappointed and more likely to keep working patiently toward your goal.
Realistic expectations really protect us from unnecessary disappointment, Emma. I also want to talk about celebrating small wins. Many people only celebrate when they reach their final big goal, but waiting for the final goal can take months or years. That is a long time to feel no joy or satisfaction. Instead, celebrate every small step forward. Finished 1 week of exercise? Celebrate. Saved your first $100? Celebrate. These small celebrations keep you emotionally connected to your goal. They remind you that you are making progress and that the journey itself is worth enjoying, not just the final destination at the very end.
Celebrating small wins is such a joyful and motivating habit, Alex. The journey matters, not just the destination. I also want to mention the topic of environment. The environment around you either supports or fights against your goals. For example, if you want to eat healthy but your kitchen is full of unhealthy food, your environment is working against you. If you want to read more but your phone is always in your hand, your environment makes it hard. Successful people design their environment to support their goals. They remove things that distract or tempt them and add things that make the right actions easy and automatic.
Designing your environment is such a clever strategy, Emma. Making good choices easy and bad choices harder is very smart. I want to add one more important idea: learning from failure. When most people fail, they feel ashamed and stop completely. But successful people look at failure differently. They ask, what can I learn from this? They use failure as information to do better next time. Every failure teaches something valuable. When you change your relationship with failure and see it as a teacher instead of an enemy, you become much more resilient. You can get back up faster and try again with better knowledge and more experience.
Seeing failure as a teacher is such a powerful mindset shift, Alex. I love that. Well, I think we have covered so many wonderful and important ideas today. We talked about vague goals, lack of plans, disappearing motivation, fear of failure, too many goals at once, instant gratification, negative people, lack of self-belief, comfort zones, consistency, tracking, habits, all or nothing thinking, a strong why, realistic expectations, small wins, environment, and learning from failure. That is so much great information. I really hope every listener today feels more ready to go after their goals with a new understanding and a fresh perspective. Alex, any final thoughts?
Yes, Emma, I have one final and very important thought. I want to tell every listener this: starting is the hardest part. Many people wait for the perfect moment to begin working on their goals. They say, I will start on Monday, or I will start next month, or I will start when I feel ready. But that perfect moment never comes. The best time to start is right now, today, with whatever you have. You don't need to be ready. You just need to begin. Even one small step today is better than a perfect plan that never starts. Please, start today. Your future self will thank you.
Start today. I love that message so much, Alex. It is simple and true. Thank you so much, Alex, for this amazing conversation today. You shared so many wise and helpful ideas. And a huge, warm thank you to all of our wonderful listeners. You spent your time with us today, and we really appreciate that. Please remember that your goals are possible. Other people have achieved great things, and so can you. Be patient, be consistent, and be kind to yourself along the way. Don't forget to follow our podcast for more friendly and easy English conversations every single week. Take care, stay motivated, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Emma, and thank you to each and every person who listened to us today. This topic is very important to me because I believe everyone deserves to live the life they dream about. Goals are not just for special or lucky people, they are for everyone, including you. The only difference between people who reach their goals and people who don't is action, consistency, and not giving up. You have everything you need to start. Please share this episode with someone who needs a little push toward their dreams. Leave us a comment and tell us one goal you are working on right now. We believe in you. Goodbye and good luck.